Elizabeth Betty Giselle DeVille is Phil and Lil's mother and also the wife of Howard. She is very nice, but also tends to speak in a strong voice. Even though they outwardly seem to be opposites, Betty and Dee Dee are very good friends. She comes off as a tough and energetic woman, always giving a friendly but painful back slap, and fawns over her twins. She loves a good cup of coffee, and is always quick with a witty comment. The character seems to be into sports as she used to be a pro wrestler, and always wears a blue headband. She was originally voiced by Kath Soucie, who also voices Phil and Lil. In the reboot, Betty, now voiced by Natalie Morales, is a lesbian single parent. Shanda Newsom. Finance, Accounting and Operations. Patty Bonfilio Douglas Paul Isaac, Chris O'Connell. Christine Borchard Greg Castigrew, Lindsay Oikawa. Dana Cornels, Mi Kim, Dennis Park. Bruce Dage, Cheryl King, Natalie Preston. Patrick Danford Joanna Laurent, Gary Raxis. Laura Fradian, Fern Lee Debbie Roselle. Cecilia San. Bruce Fowler. Amy Creston. Michael Valerio. Andrew Thomas Malloy. Natalie Leggett. James Johnson. William F. Reichenbach. Dimitri Livisi. Nico Abondalo. George Thatcher. Philip Levy. Drew Dembowski. J. Tommy Johnson. William Richard Werstein, born April 16, 1952, better known as Billy West, is an American voice actor, musician, singer, and songwriter. His most notable voice roles include the title characters of Doug in the Ren and Stimpy Show, Chad Flenton in The McAllister's Guide to the Galaxy, as well as the Futurama characters Philip J. Fry, Professor Farnsworth, Dr. Zoidberg, and Zap Brannigan. In commercials, he is the current voice of the Red M&M and formerly voiced Buzz for Honey Nut Cheerios. He also voices established characters Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, Popeye, Shaggy Rogers, Super Snooper, Muttley, and Woody Woodpecker, and was a cast member on The Howard Stern Show, during which time he was noted for his impressions of Larry Fine, Marge Shaw, George Takei, and Jackie Martling. Contents. Early life. West was born William Richard Werstein in Detroit, Michigan, on April 16, 1952. He is of Irish descent, and was born with ADHD and autism. Career. Early career. West worked at WBCN in Boston, performing daily on the air on The Big Mattress Show, then moved to New York City in 1988, working at K-Rock Radio 92.3 FM WXRK. West became a regular on The Howard Stern Show at that time until leaving in 1995. West moved to Los Angeles, where he found success as a voice actor and performer. Radio and television. West launched his career in the early 1980s, performing daily comedic routines on Boston's WBCN. He left the radio station in 1988 to work on the short-lived revival of Beanie and Cecil, which was his first role in television. He was a cast member and impressionist on The Howard Stern Show during the 1990s, where he gained notice for his impersonations of Three Stooges middleman Larry Fine, Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott, and Stern's head writer Jackie Martling. West's most notable film work was in Space Jam 1996, providing the voice of both Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. He has provided the same voices for other Looney Tunes films and video games. West's first major roles were on Doug and the Ren and Stimpy Show, which were two of the first three Nicktoons on Nickelodeon, the other being Rugrats. Over his career, West has been the voice talent for close to 120 different characters, including some of the most iconic animated figures in television history. He has become one of the few voice actors who can impersonate Mel Blanc in his prime, including characterizations of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, the voice Arthur Q. Bryan used for Elmer Fudd as well as other characters from Warner Bros. Cartoons in 1998. Entertainment Weekly described West as the new Mel Blanc and noted his ability to mimic well-known voices, though he would rather develop original voices. West's favorite characters are Philip J. Fry and Stimpy, both of which he originated. West has been very outspoken over his displeasure about the influx of movie star actors providing voiceover for films and major shows. West has stated that he did not like the Disney version of Doug and that he couldn't watch the show. West was the voice of the show's namesake, Jeeker, throughout Project Jeeker's 13-episode run. West was the voice of Zim in the original pilot for Invader Zim. Richard Stephen Horvitz was chosen for the series role because West's voice was too recognizable, according to creator Jonan Vasquez during DVD commentary. West is the voice of Red in numerous M&M commercials as well as the 3D movie I Lost My M in Vegas, currently playing at M&M's World in Las Vegas, Nevada. He also voices a number of minor characters in the series Rick and Steve, the happiest gay couple in all the world. He voiced the character Moobeard in Moobeard the Cow Pirate, a short animation featured on Random Cartoons, and reprises his role as Elmer Fudd in Cartoon Network series The Looney Tunes Show. In 1999, he also had a cameo in the Emmy Award-winning cartoon Dilbert.